Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. Today we are going to be looking at a very critical topic if you are doing data cleaning, and that is how to handle missing values. Okay, I'm going to walk you through it so that should in case you cut across missing value in your data cleaning, and trust me when I tell you that it's easier to clean data or handle missing value with Python. So without wasting much of our time, let's import our necessary library. For this tutorial, we just need our pandas library. We say import pandas as pd, then we go ahead and read our data frame. For that, we come here and say df equals pd dot read underscore csv. Then we run our column. Then we'll go here. You and I know that whenever you are working with Colab notebook, you have to copy it as path. Then we'll come here and paste the path so that we can easily get it back into Colab. That's how I normally fix it. Then come here again and put it under a column. So by the time we run it with the head function, we return the first 5 rows of that particular data frame. Okay, so that's it. So let's run it. So we now have the first 5 rows. Okay, we have the customer ID, the order ID, the order date, the product category, the product name, quantity, unit price, discount per transaction, the total amount, the customer age, we have the customer gender, the region, payment method, and delivery days. So these are the columns we have. So for us to check for missing value, we will go here and draft the simplest Python code for missing value. We now say df dot is null, okay, dot sum. Some people will expect you to add print statement here, but it doesn't really matter. By the time you still run it this way, you will still return all the columns with missing value. We can see that the order date column has about 30 missing values. The product category has about 50 missing values, and the unit price has about 40 missing values. Then discount has about 50, total amount 40, customer age 50, gender we have about 50 or so, region 40, payment method we have 40, then delivery days we have 40. So first, I would like us to jump into knowing at least what types of data set we are working with, what are their various data type. In order to do that, also we say df dot dtype types, okay, d p, okay, let's run it. As you can see, just as we expected, the ID is an object because it's a mixture of numbers. The two IDs are object. The order dates, let's see, what do we have as order dates? Okay, let's see. Okay, the order date is an object. If we are to do further analysis on this data, we are going to convert it to date time. Okay, but since we are just handling missing values, we don't have need to convert it to date time. But for product category, we have it as object. The product name is object. So let's go back. Product name and product category is object. Then quantity and unit price, they are all floats and integers. Another place we have objects are gender, customer gender, region, and payment method. Let's go back to the data set. So we can see that the data is all okay in terms of the data type. So now we start fixing the missing value. But one thing you need to understand is that why we are going to check the data type before fixing the missing value is because the type of data we have will determine how we handle the missing value. Okay, so the first we are going to be checking, we are going to be filling in terms of our data set is the order date column. Okay, since the order date column is a random number of dates, we can use the forward fill. So for that we said df, but in the real instance dates needed, let's continue. We say df dot then order date underscore order underscore date. Okay, we say equals to df okay order date again. We repeat the order date so that we won't waste our time. Dot f fill. When you see f fill, is simply telling Python to forward fill everything in the data. In other words, is filling forward for every row that there is a missing value, is filling it forward. That is, every row that is above a particular row, when there is a missing value, is filling from bottom to the top. Okay, so but for backfill, when we talk about backward filling, for every row that is below a particular row in a particular column, for instance order date, what's it called, Python is using the one that has the row before it to fill it up. In other words, if I have a row maybe in that order date column that has maybe a particular value before the missing value, for forward fill, the one that is under will be the one to fill the one that is above. I hope that makes sense. So we are now going to the next column. We are filling up the next column. In order to do that, and that column is going to be delivery days. When I say delivery days, let's pause it. Okay, sorry, let's continue please. Df equals delivery days. So it's highlighted here already for us. We now say equals df delivery days also. So for delivery days we are using backward filling, just like I said. Okay, I hope my explanation makes sense. Bfill. So for this backward filling, what we are really telling Python is, for every value that comes before the missing value, let that first value fill in the missing value. Okay, so as you grow into Python, you will understand better. So okay, sorry, I made a mistake here with my spelling. So we can see that we have filled up the delivery days. The next we are going to be filling is the unit price and total amount. Okay, we are filling it with the mean value. We now say df equals unit price units underscore price pardon my spelling please. Okay, so this time, like I said, we are filling NA. We'll come here and say fill NA this is going to take a little bit of coding, if I should say so myself. We now say df, okay, then we put the value in brackets and say unit price, okay, dot the mean. What this is simply telling Python is to feed the null value with the mean value. Okay, by the time we run it, since we are using mean to feed two value, we go to the next value so that we can run it together, which is the total amount. Okay, so we now come and say df, excuse me, sorry, total amount, total underscore amount. As you can see, this is the beauty of Colab. It helps you to autofill most times when you are coding, and that is one thing you will enjoy as a beginner in Colab. So I advise people to always use Colab so that it makes life of coding with Python easier for you. Then the next thing we are going to be using is the median. And for median, we are going to be filling the customer age and the discount with the median. Okay, so in order to fill it, we start also and say we are looking at what are we filling. We say customer age, okay, equals. So as you can see, it's auto filling it. For us to save our time, we'll come back and type median at this end. Okay, median. Okay, as you can see, we have it here. So another value we are entering for our median is discount. We say df, then we are using discount. Okay, so by the time we enter it, you know that definitely we are expecting Colab to fill it up for us. As you can see, we have seen it. It's easier to code with Python using Colab. We have already what's it called, rounded up filling all our numerical column. The next place we are going to be working with is the categorical column. Okay, and for us to make sure that we get the best out of analysis, in most cases I advise people to make use of either unknown or not given, because you are going to bring this idea to visuals so that you'll be able to know values that are not given as it relates to your categorical column. And most of the times, whenever you are drawing your visuals at maybe your dashboard, your looker, your Power BI, most of those categorical column happens to be maybe your dimension. In most cases, they happen to be the dimension, not because they are the ones that will tell you, okay, for instance, region, how many people are coming from a particular country, your gender, what's the demography, what is their age, what is their gender, male or female, payment method, are they using check, are they using cash, are they using what's it called, are they using transfers or likes of that. Then product name, which product are people buying the most. That's why you need to make sure you fill the null values with NAs or not given, for instance, mostly not given or unknown. So for that, you are going to be using unknown or not given for the categorical column, sorry. So we now fill it in and come here and type product name. The first thing we have product name equals df. We come back hoping that we get an autofill. Product name. Are we sure we have product name? Not at all. Yeah, we do. Then we couldn't get an autofill because we haven't really carry out anything yet. We say fill NA. Okay, we say dot fill NA. What are we filling NA with? We put it in brackets. We said unknown. Okay, so we are telling Python that anytime they see an unknown value or any values in the product name column, they should fill it with unknown. Okay, so we go to the next column. We now come down, do the same thing. The next column is customer gender. Sorry, I'm putting age so that I can edit it easily to gender. Sorry, der customer gender, we say equals to df customer gender. Then we are still filling na dot fill na with unknown. So as you can see, Python is helping us, but we kind of made mistake here. Instead of region, is giving us country. We have to correct that. So we come back and say region. Okay, so one of the beauty you must realize when it comes to Colab notebook is that it has a built-in Gemini. Okay, that's one powerful tool that helps you as a beginner when you are cleaning with Colab. There is built-in Gemini that also help you make correction whenever you are running astray. But mind you though, that also can lead to biasness in your results. Okay, so that, by the way, we are going to fill the last column of missing value, which is payment method. That will be the last thing we work on before we call it a wrap for today. Payment method, where are you? Let's see. Payment method, we now say equals to df we still have payment method here dot fill na. Okay, then we place it in brackets. We come here and said unknown. Okay, so by the time we run this, all our columns, we assume that all our columns not values have been fixed. We come back to the same code and see if we still have null value. We say df dot is null. Okay, dot sum, sorry, dot sum. Do we still have missing value? Sorry, we omitted product category. I guess we still have in product category. So let's check product category. Sorry, I guess product category, what do we have as product category? Is an object. Let's go and check. So that means we are going to feed the product category with product category. What do we have there? Where's our product category? Okay, we have product category either as electronics, so we are still going to fill it with unknown. Okay, so we make a space for him for it here, enter it and type in df. Okay, sorry, for us not to affect what we have done already, because by the time we run it again, it will tell us that most of the column is having is occurring with our null value, so that will affect our code. The next thing we need to get is product category. Do we have it? I guess we don't. So come here and write product category. Okay, so we say df. Okay, telling us already to fill it with unknown, so that's it. By the time we come back here and run the code again, we can see that there are no longer null values in our Python code. So today, this is how you can handle your null values. Just don't forget that whenever you are looking at objects, have in mind that um, giving it maybe to unknown is the best way, so that you can easily visualize even values that are not kind of present in your data. And another thing you must put in place before deciding what to use, either to drop the rows with missing value or to fill it in, is how many percent of those values are missing. For instance, if you have in an important data set of maybe 100,000 rows and just 8,000 of it or 500 is missing, you can decide to fill it in because it may be a minimal part, but it depends on what you are doing with the data. Those are the things people can talk of in advanced times when you are doing maybe ML model and all of that, or you are cleaning, you don't want to get biasness and all of that. But for now, this is as a beginner that is starting up in Python, this is how you can clean your data, handling missing values with median, with giving the object column to unknown, and making sure that you're using the mean, forward fill, back fill. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up and look forward to other Python related videos. So thank you for watching. Till I see you next time, remain blessed. Subscribe,